We are back with the Manipulation Tactics series with our second episode. Today we're discussing why and how sleep deprivation torture is used in narcissistic abuse. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm a certified coach. I specialize in abuse recovery from narcissistic, sociopathic, and psychopathic abuse. If you're interested in trauma-informed content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's go. When we hear the term sleep deprivation, we typically jump back into history when there were harsh war interrogation, or the witch trials, where sleep deprivation was used to wear down the mental and sometimes physical health of the target in order to provoke a confession of guilt, even when we know those accused in the witch trials were innocent, and most likely those who suffered from this manipulation tactic wouldn't be able to remember the details that they were being asked if they even knew that information, since sleep deprivation affects memory. So how is this similar if we're talking about toxic people and abusers? Toxic people who abuse others, most notably narcissists, will force their target to stay awake and make them more agreeable, more reactive, and easier to control. It's easier for them to force you to comply when you're exhausted. It is often because the target is just too tired to fight back after their repetitive lack of sleep, or they react with anger and frustration because of the deprivation. Catching only 1 to 4 hours of sleep a night, which is common when you're going through abuse, will catch up with you over time, and it's devastating to mental and physical health in the long run. So let's talk about that. The effects of sleep deprivation. According to Psychology Today, the first signs of sleep deprivation are unpleasant feelings of fatigue, irritability, and difficulties concentrating. Then comes problems with reading and speaking clearly, poor judgment, lower body temperature, and a considerable increase in appetite. If the deprivation continues, the worsening effects include disorientation, visual misperceptions, apathy, severe lethargy, and social withdrawal. For ethical reasons, professional researchers have never pushed the deprivation process beyond this point with human subjects. Researchers have used animals for more extreme experiments, and the inevitable result is that prolonged sleep deprivation will eventually unalive a creature. Various behavioral impairments accumulate along the way as the deprivation continues, but if the experiment is pushed far enough, the final result is always a widespread physiological failure leading to the loss of life. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, sleep deprivation has negative effects in multiple ways throughout your body. Those symptoms can affect the following body systems, organs, and processes. Heart and circulatory systems. Sleep deprivation has long-term damaging effects on your heart and circulatory health. People with chronic sleep deprivation are more likely to develop high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Metabolic systems. People with chronic sleep deprivation are at a much higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Immune system. Your body's natural defense against infections can't work properly if you aren't getting enough sleep. Nervous system. It's common for people who aren't sleeping enough to have higher pain sensitivity, which means they feel pain more easily, the pain is more intense, or both. Brain. Sleep deprivation has very negative effects on how your brain works. While experts don't fully understand sleep's role in brain function, they do know it's a key part of how people learn and remember. There's also some evidence that sleep deprivation could also play a role in the development of Alzheimer's disease. Mental health. Sleep deprivation also negatively affects your mental health, making it harder for you to manage and process your emotions. People with sleep deprivation are more likely to feel symptoms of depression and anxiety. These facts are terrifying but true, and we can see how damaging this really is to our body, to our mind. The detrimental causes of sleep deprivation can cause so much damage and make us ill. When we're ill, toxic people and narcissists have the added ability to have something to fish for supply. Many narcissists use their scapegoat's mental and physical health to manipulate others to see the narcissist in a great light. The narcissist may even say something like, "My partner, child, or whoever is the supply has so many problems with blank. I just don't know what to do," as they fake cry for attention from people outside of the family system. They get deemed as the hero for helping their chosen target, the exact target that they chose to put in that situation, so they can be seen as the rescuer. Sleep deprivation, even if it isn't over consistent 24-hour periods of time and consists of lack of sleep for several hours from the average need of sleep that children or adults require to be healthy, it still has these effects that most people suffering from this prolonged abuse will have because it's stretched over so many years. Little by little by little, chipping away slowly at you. It is all consuming. It is terrible. It is excruciating to be in a state of where we feel so drained and nothing is enough. Like you can sleep for hours and it feels like nothing is enough to recover from that because it's going to keep happening until you get out of that situation. What does a toxic person or narcissist do to keep their targets awake? Abuse and fear of an abuser in itself can cause so much fear and hypervigilance to keep us awake, along with the added intentional manipulation from an abusive person. We have to understand that interrogation style isn't the only way this torture can be implemented. So here are 8 common ways sleep deprivation torture is used by narcissists. 1. They may start a fight with you right before bed to keep you exhausted. Narcissists love chaos, and they can sleep perfectly after they lash out any problems they may have had onto you. It's one of the reasons why a lot of narcissists or toxic people live so long. It's like they can just take any of their bad energy, anything that they did not like, and throw it on to you to make you deal with it. And then they can just close their eyes and fall right to sleep while we have to lay awake. 2, they may need help with something or tell you that you have to do XYZ for them because you forgot to do it when they never told you about it before. In this case, they are just baiting you in order to start a fight, get you under their control, or they just felt like it. It's entertaining to them. 3, they keep you up at night with loud sounds, regardless if it's TV, music, or just banging around in the kitchen. 4, punishing you for sleeping at any time. And this can be for any reason. You're lazy. Why are you asleep at this hour? You should sleep like normal people. 5, needing help with something right before you need to go to sleep. And this could be in a situation where you have to go to sleep earlier than normal, or you're trying your best to reset your sleep schedule and you are in desperate need of sleep, and nothing you do is going to get you away from the toxic person or narcissist that is trying their best to suck you into a fight, to a problem, to I need you to get this for me. Oh, go get me this, go get me that. I need this, I need that. Right before you go to sleep, just so you can't. And then you're frustrated, and that frustration keeps you awake. 6, in romantic relationships, they can demand intimacy when you're trying to sleep, wake you up from sleep, or not allow you to sleep until you give them what they want. 7, again in a romantic relationship, force you to be the only attentive parent taking care of children. Oh, you're the only one who can change diapers, or wake up in the middle of the night, or give a bottle. Or you're the one that deals with nightmares. You're the one that deals with a sick child. You're the one that does everything. And 8, they may turn the lights on and off to wake you up to do something for them. Just randomly. Just, hey, wake up. Or that's the way they wake you up for the day and it's not time for you to wake up. But they decide that that is when you are going to wake up because they said so. What are some of the things that you've experienced that are not on this list? When someone is being abused and sleep deprivation is being used, it isn't just forcing someone to stay awake by yelling at them, or the narcissist or toxic person is staying in the same room as their target. They can punish you for small mistakes that you are making due to being sleep deprived to add to their ability to get supply from you. Sleep deprivation is one of the most sinister types of manipulation tactics due to the fact that it is essential to sleep. It is an essential need to function and to survive, just like having food and water. So this is where the damage is done. Your brain is like in a fog state where nothing feels clear and you go through the motions of life, but you don't feel alive. This manipulation tactic is used to break you. And if this tactic is happening, it often happens for years and years. And even after you get out of the chaotic environment away from the toxic person or narcissist, your sleep habits can take years to correct. Survivors can often develop insomnia when they are raised with sleep deprivation or spend years being manipulated by this tactic. If you've experienced sleep deprivation and always felt exhausted when you were with a toxic person or narcissist, it definitely was not in your head. And you're not crazy, and I don't want you to think that you're crazy. Our minds and bodies need sleep. And when we're not getting that, we can't be who we need to be. I hope that this video can help explain sleep deprivation and bring awareness to the severity of this manipulation tactic. Have you experienced sleep deprivation? What were your experiences with this? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. I will see you next time. Stay safe.